discussing farmers' carbon future with Southern Scientific Services.
So in terms of carbon tonnage, how much carbon can be sequestered on a farm like this?
Yeah, that's quite variable depending on the soil type. But if the grassland management is at its optimum, one could really achieve more than 0.6 tons of carbon per hectare per year,
Right.
and possibly up to 1.3. This is what's been seen in studies in different parts of the world on carbon sequestration.
Right, and so that farmers would be paid for that carbon by somebody maybe emitting it at the other end in some other industry or by an EU scheme.
Yeah, that's right. Not operating in Ireland at the moment, or indeed in most parts of Europe, but in the US, for example, a number of companies have been paying farmers to sequester carbon into their tillage land, their arable land, and that carbon creates a credit, or a unit credit, which is usually the tonnage, 1 ton. It's about $30 per ton. And that carbon then is actually, once verified and certified after a number of years, that carbon then becomes a tradable entity. So that carbon is being purchased by traders. Companies like Microsoft are buying up these certificates. So a farmer could hold the carbon in the ground, but he would give the certificate to a trader, and that carbon then will be sold on the open market.
But it will need to be certified by taking a soil test.
Yes.
On day one, and then taking it sometime later to show that the carbon in the soil has increased.
That's right. And there are companies in the US, such as, for example, Indigo, who are verifying the quantity of carbon to actually to authenticate this certificate so that it can be traded confidently. And of course, this carbon credit then is set off against these companies, such as, for example, Microsoft, to allow them to attain their zero carbon emissions to address climate change, their part in climate change.
Our soil carbon analysis service offers all the tests needed to start your carbon farming future. To learn more, email info@southernscientificireland.com.